Shedeur Sanders' brother clears the air. Inside the family's war against silence, critics, and the Browns' QB controversy. The Cleveland Browns were supposed to start a new chapter this season. After years of quarterback turbulence, front office reshuffles, and coaching debates, many believe 2025 could be the year stability finally arrived in Cleveland. Yet, instead of clarity, the Browns find themselves at the center of a national storm, with a rookie quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, pulling headlines for reasons far beyond his play on the field. This is not just a football story. It's a tale of family pride, media warfare, perception versus reality, and the ever-controversial ways of head coach Kevin Stefanski. And at its center stands Shedeur Sanders, confident, unapologetic, and, depending on who you ask, either the future face of the franchise or a symbol of unwanted drama. The latest flashpoint? A silent pantomime interview that split the football world in half. The pantomime that shook Cleveland. It began like any ordinary locker room media session. Reporters gathered around Shedeur Sanders, curious to hear how the young quarterback was handling life as Cleveland's third-string option. Cameras rolled, microphones pressed forward, and the room grew tense. But instead of speaking, Shedeur mouthed words without sound. His lips moved, but not a single syllable escaped. The effect was bizarre, almost comical, yet deeply defiant. He mimicked giving answers, all in silence, leaving reporters baffled. Some laughed nervously, others scowled. Within hours, the clip went viral, lighting social media on fire. Half of the football community labeled it clownish and immature. The other half applauded it as a clever, bold strike against a system that had muzzled his confidence. The act was not spontaneous, it was calculated. Rex Ryan versus Shedeur, the spark behind the silence. The pantomime was a direct response to one man, Rex Ryan. The fiery ESPN analyst had recently gone after Sanders with his trademark bluntness, branding him an embarrassment for daring to declare that he was already NFL ready. Shedeur had told reporters days earlier, "If you see the quarterback play in the league right now, I know I'm capable of doing better than that. I don't think playing, or not playing, is in my hands. Based on the situation, I'll be out there and I'll be ready to play. I'm ready to play right now." To many, it was refreshing honesty. To Rex Ryan, it was arrogance. Ryan unleashed a tirade on live television, telling Sanders to quit being an embarrassment. Those words cut deep, not just into Shedeur, but into the Sanders family legacy itself. A legacy that thrives on confidence, boldness, and defiance. And so, when Shedeur mouthed silent answers in front of the cameras, it wasn't a joke. It was a statement, a way of saying, "You want me quiet? Here's silence." The family strikes back. Criticism of a Sanders never goes unanswered. That's the unwritten law of the household headed by Pro Football Hall of Famer Deion Coach Prime Sanders. First came Pilar Sanders, Shedeur's mother, who fired off a now-deleted social media post calling Ryan's commentary cancerous. It was sharp, unapologetic, and raw, the kind of visceral defense only a mother can deliver. Then came Deion Sanders Sr., who found humor in his son's pantomime performance, praising the creativity rather than condemning the defiance. But the most striking response arrived from Shedeur's older brother, Deion Sanders Jr. on X, formerly Twitter. He fired off a cryptic yet powerful message. People that blend in trying to teach people that stand out how to blend in. Basically, advice on how to be average. The words resonated. They weren't just about Rex Ryan. They were about the entire system of critics, coaches, and executives trying to mold Shedeur into something he isn't. Sanders Jr. doubled down with another post. "Happy to be here. People will never understand the mentality and ways of people that desire greatness." The Sanders family was united. The silent interview wasn't a meltdown. It was resistance. The Browns' decision, Gabriel over Sanders. As the drama unfolded, head coach Kevin Stefanski made his decision. Dillon Gabriel, not Shedeur Sanders, would start at quarterback in the Browns' overseas matchup in London. The move stunned some fans. Gabriel had shown flashes of talent, But Shedeur carried far more hype. For Sanders, it was yet another reminder that in Cleveland, he was still the third-string option, sitting behind veteran Joe Flacco and now Gabriel. For a player who believes perception matters just as much as performance, the demotion was a blow. But it also fueled his confidence. The message from Shedeur was clear. I may not be your starter, but I will act like one. Perception, confidence, and the Sanders mentality. If there's one thing the Sanders family preaches, it's this: confidence is not optional, it's survival. From Dion's playing days, when he strutted down sidelines in gold chains and delivered Hall of Fame performances, to Shedeur's refusal to downplay his NFL readiness, the Sanders brand has always been built on boldness. Critics call it arrogance. Supporters call it greatness. And in Shedeur's case, perception matters almost as much as stats. Every silent pantomime, every confident quote, every repost from his brother, all of it builds a narrative. A quarterback who refuses to fade into the background, no matter what the depth chart says. The hidden controversy: Shedeur's personal QB coach. While the pantomime stole headlines, another controversy bubbled beneath the surface. Sports analyst Emmanuel Acho sparked the debate on his show, questioning why Sanders often worked out with his personal quarterback coach on off days instead of using Brown's facilities. If you are working out on your off day and you are on the roster, why are you not working out at the facility? Why aren't you working out with your QB coach? Acho asked. Fans quickly theorized the answer. Sanders' personal QB coach wasn't allowed inside the Browns facility. That speculation gained credibility when Deion Sanders Jr. reposted a fan's comment saying exactly that, essentially confirming what many already suspected. NFL teams are notoriously strict about outside coaches. It's about secrecy, strategy, and control. If a trainer isn't on contract or bound by confidentiality agreements, they're kept out. For the Browns, that rule was standard practice. But for Shedeur, it created a divide. If he felt more comfortable with his personal coach than with Cleveland's staff, it raised deeper questions about trust and support inside the organization. Family versus franchise. The bigger picture. This isn't just about one pantomime interview or one denied coach. It's about a clash of cultures. On one side, you have the Sanders family, loud, proud, unwilling to compromise. Their philosophy is built on standing out, chasing greatness, and refusing to blend in. On the other, you have the Cleveland Browns, a franchise that, after years of chaos, desperately craves order, discipline, and unity. To the Browns, Shedeur's antics are distractions. To the Sanders family, they're survival tactics in a league that often tries to crush individuality. The result is a tense, ongoing tug-of-war where every small controversy, every post, every interview, every rumor feels magnified. What comes next? For now, Shedeur Sanders remains Cleveland's third-string quarterback. Gabriel gets the start in London. Joe Flacco holds the backup role. But in the NFL, depth charts change overnight. Injuries happen, struggles mount, and when the moment comes, Shedeur knows he must do more than pantomime. He must deliver. Until then, he will remain the most polarizing third-string quarterback in the league. Loved by some, mocked by others, but never ignored. Because if there's one truth about Shedeur Sanders, it's this: silence will never define him. Even when he's not speaking, the whole world is still listening.